Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a science lesson. Okay, so long time already. I stopped at the chapter 2. Okay, now today I want to continue to chapter 3. There's a 3.1 product life cycle. Okay, let's see what's this topic talking about. Okay, first one we need to know about the carbon footprint. Okay, let's see what's a carbon footprint. Okay, carbon footprint, I think this one diagram everybody can see before, is it? There's a talking about the food. Then the food they can separate for certain section. Okay, certain section they got different of the meanings. Okay, now you can see go through one by one. Okay, first one they show about the field. Okay, after that they got personal activities. They show about the gas. They got recycling. They got waste, offsite, transportation, electrical energy, and also the water release greenhouse gases. That means these all things we call it as a carbon footprint. These all things also will produce the carbon dioxide. So we call it as a carbon footprint. So that means that we will do some pollution to our environment. Okay, let's see the detail about the carbon footprint. Okay, carbon footprint that refer to the total amount of carbon dioxide. Okay, released to where? To our atmosphere as a result of the activities of the individual. So that means the activity of the human being, they produce amount of the carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. We call it as a carbon footprint. So example, we got event organization, community, or you say product which are used in a daily life. So this all thing is come from the individual. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, carbon footprint and also carbon handprint of the product. Okay, footprint is a negative effect to our environment. So what we need to do, we need to using our hand to solve the problem. Okay, so we call it as a carbon handprint. Okay, let's see the two definition. What's the difference? Okay, this was a carbon footprint. They refer to the negative impact on the environmental sustainability causes the product of the throughout our life cycle. So that's the important is a negative impact. Okay, now we're using our hand to overcome this all negative impact. So we call it as a carbon handprint. So carbon handprint they refer to the positive impact on the environmental sustainability causes by the product throughout also life cycle. So we're using our hand to overcome our footprint effect. Okay, let's see example. Okay, so from here the question they will ask you, uh, way to reduce a carbon footprint. Okay, how we go to solve it? So we're using the increasing the carbon handprint. Okay, increase the positive impact. That means we can cover our negative impact. Okay, now the carbon handprint measure. Okay, we see got how many point we need to touching about the carbon handprint. Finally, we can solve the problem. Okay, we separate by five main point to our carbon handprint. Okay, so the first one we use the material with the low carbon footprint. Example, we reduce the CO2 lah. Okay, we reduce the carbon dioxide. So the second one, we extending the life cycle and increasing the efficiency of the product. So that means we're using something to represent or you say to replace some energy. Okay, now we're using the energy is a non-renewable example for the petroleum, for the natural gas. So we need to create something that can help to produce the energy. After that, high efficiency and also there's a renewable. Okay, then number three, this one is also same. They use the energy that emit the less greenhouse gases. They can produce energy, but they want to reduce greenhouse gases. There's a CO2 and also highly efficiency energy convert. They can convert to other energy, high efficiency, but never produce a greenhouse gases. Okay, number four, I think everybody know when you see this one diagram, this one sure is a recycle. Okay, efficient management of the waste, how to control the waste. So normally you're using the recycle, they're using 5R. Recycle, reuse are something you learned before. Okay, we got 3R, we got 5R. Later we go through about what's the 5R. Okay, and the last one is elimination of the greenhouse gases and storage of the carbon dioxide in the carbon sink. So that means this one is a replantation. Okay, if you more plantation, that means you can increase the oxygen, reduce the carbon dioxide, because everybody know the plant photosynthesis, they need the carbon dioxide. So this one, when they need the carbon dioxide, we call it as a carbon sink. Okay, sink in the ocean and also sink in the forest. Okay, now we see one by one. What is the first one? They use the material in low carbon footprint. Okay, let's see the first part. We go through. Okay, let me change the point first. Okay, sorry, I need to convert. Okay, this one is the first one. Okay, before that, we go to show one by one. Okay, we got more. Wait, this one is the others. I need to show is this one. Okay, we need to go the others. Wait a while. Okay, this part. This part is one of the part I need to show about the first part we learned about the material, is it? Okay, how to reduce the carbon footprint by using the material difference. Okay, from here we use a material which low carbon footprint. Okay, with the low carbon footprint. Okay, first one we see we reduce the use of the building material. Okay, building material normally using the wood, is it? So from here, there's a non-renewable and also emit the greenhouse gases. So from here, we need to reduce all the things that can produce a greenhouse gases. So we're building the material that are renewable. We change become renewable and also emit less of greenhouse gases. Example, they represent the cement with the timber. Okay, we starting using the timber. When you just using the timber, that means you need to the lodging. So that means you need to burn the forest. After that, you need to take the timber. Okay, so from here we need to reduce this situation. So we just replace it by using the cement. Okay, this is the first one. How we go to reduce the carbon footprint. Okay, then we go to second one. Okay, the second one is okay. This one, the extending the life cycle. Okay, and also the increasing the efficiency of the product. Okay, we make our result is more efficiency. Okay, and also make it become last longer, use for longer time. So example here, they're using rechargeable battery. Okay, rechargeable battery and also solar panel. Okay, this one solar panel, everybody know. There's a solar system. They just receive the sunlight to create the energy. So this one we call it is a last longer. Okay, and also example produce an extended life cycle and also increase the energy efficiency. So this one we call it as a renewable. Okay, so that means when the sunlight they just receive the energy from the solar plate, so after that they will generate the electricity. So this one also same. This one of the rechargeable battery, that means we can use for last longer. So this one can reduce our carbon footprint. Okay, now we go to number three. Okay, number three is use the energy to emit less greenhouse gases. Okay, let's see the example for this part. They use the energy that emit less greenhouse gases and highly efficiency. Okay, let's see what's the highly efficiency. Electrical energy is generated by using the renewable energy that emit less greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. So example, how to generate electricity? Normally we know we're using the hydro. Okay, we're using the water from the dam, then when they just drop high velocity, then generate electricity. Okay, so from here we got wind. Okay, we can set about a windmill to produce the generate electricity, solar system, and the others. And the other we got wave. Okay, we got wave, we got sound. They also can generate electricity. Maybe the efficiency is not too high as a burning like the fossil. They want sure become high because they produce the high heat energy. Okay, but this one we need to reduce the situation for carbon footprint. So we need to create another situation and also can generate electricity but reduce the greenhouse gases. So from here we're using the electrical appliances. They are carrying the 5-star energy efficiency. I think everybody got see this one label before. Okay, more star that means they will high energy efficiency and also save energy. Okay, so from here, this is one of the diagram about the hydroelectricity power station. They can generate electricity from the water. Okay, then we go to recycle. Okay, recycle, how we going to see to reduce the carbon footprint. Okay, so from her, they introduce efficiency management of the waste. The towards to the environmental sustainability. So we got 5 point here. There's a 5R. What's a 5R? We got refuse. You need to refuse something. Okay, number two, we need to reduce. Okay, reduce to use. Then after that got recycle, reuse, and also roads. Okay, let's see one by one. What's a refuse? Refusing the unnecessary products. Something we no need to use. That means we can using something to replace. Then we just refuse it. Don't want to use it. Know how to say no to whatever that's a not essential. That means just like the plastic bag, if you never sell them to use, that means we just replace, don't using the plastic bag, using the recycle bag. So this one we call refuse. Okay, number two, there's a reduce. Okay, reducing the quantity of the products used. Okay, reduce, that means you just minimize the quantity you need. Okay, over, then we don't want. We just take the exactly the quantity you need it. So we reduce to use. Okay, number three is a recycle. Okay, recycle means everybody know recycling the products. Okay, the product example, the recycle tin, recycle paper. So we need to separate. After that, recycle and use again. After that, we got reuse, reusing the products. Okay, maybe this one products. After this, we can change another situation, can be used again for another function. And the last one is the roads. Road is enabling the routing of the waste through the composting. So this one is normally the waste, okay, organic waste. After that, we can use for plantation. Okay, plantation as a fertilizer for the plant. So this one we call roads. So remember the 5R, they can reduce the carbon footprint. Okay, so we go to the last part. Okay, the last part is elimination of the greenhouse. So we're talking about the carbon dioxide sink. How to sink? Okay, so this one is an example how to make carbon sink. Carbon sink is a one natural places such as the forest or you can say the ocean that remove the carbon dioxide from the air. Okay, carbon dioxide that dissolve in the seawater and then they will absorb by the plant in the forest. So from here, the carbon they will accumulate in the biomass and help to reduce the carbon dioxide in the air. So you can see the diagram here. Okay, this one is a one of the carbon dioxide. They will sink into the plantation. Okay, after that, the plantation become the wood and produce the biomass. Okay, after that, they will continue to process. You can see this one of the carbon dioxide cycle. Okay, now they can also be sink into the ocean, into the forest. So this one is one of the thing how to reduce the carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Okay, so that means we already differentiate the five of the carbon footprint can be reduced by using the carbon handprint. So this one is a sum of the example. Hopefully you understand about the five example we just now explained. Okay, so we go through to the next part. So the next part after the carbon handprint, we need to see the recycle part. Okay, now the life recycle of the product. Cycle of the product is separated by two. Okay, first one they call cladder to cladder life cycle of the product. Another one they call it is a cladder to glass. Okay, cladder to glass. We see what's the differences. Okay, cladder to cladder means disposed product are cycle. Okay, the dispose you produce already. After that, you go and recycle. Okay, cladder to glass means disposed products are left to decay. left it to decay. After that, we do another things. So that means the first part, they never decay, straightforward, go to recycle. If it decay, that means you still can produce some of the gases. Okay, so we go through the detail. Okay, you can see the diagram. What's the difference for cladder to cladder and cladder to the glass? Okay, first one is a disposer. This all is a disposer. Okay, if cladder to the cladder, that means they go to recycle first. Okay, after recycle, they can straightforward become manufacturing. Okay, become the paper. Okay, the source also can become the paper. Finally, become transportation, then send for the usage. Okay, how about the cladder to glass? Cladder to glass, they need to wait the disposer to decay first. Okay, after decay, that means they will produce and they will absorb lah. Maybe decay already become fertilizer. They will absorb by the plantation. Then the plantation become manufacturing, then become transportation, and go back become the disposal. So this one is a difference between the cladder to cladder and cladder to glass. Okay, so from here, which one is more better? Sure, is a recycle become better. So from here, decay, they also will produce a gas. Okay, some of the gas also is a greenhouse gases. Okay, now we're going to see the efficiency management of the plastic waste. Okay, plastic waste also is one of the thing that will pollute our environment. Okay, first one, there's a upcycle. Okay, upcycle is a one of the process that allow us to use the product for different purpose. Okay, example, the plastic bottle is used to keep the stationery. That means the things, okay, there's another function, but you can modify it to another function. So from the plastic bottle, okay, actually that's one of the bottle. So after that, you can modify it, become one stationary case. So this one we call it as an upcycle. That means you can using one of the object, you can modify it, become more creative to another purpose. So this one we call upcycle. Okay, recycle is a method they change the waste into the new product. Okay, waste, that means something cannot use, but you can change it, become the new products. So from here, the glass bottle are recycled to produce the cup. So that means you need to modify. Okay, bottle, how come become cup? So that means you need to do something changes for the bottle. Okay, maybe you got melt, maybe you got heat, change about the shape, then become one of the cups. Okay, but the upcycle is straightforward to use the object. Okay, maybe you go to cut only. After that, you can produce another object. Now you can see the example. Okay, this one we call upcycle. Okay, then you can see they're using the all the boxes, okay, all the roll, then changes it, become one of the pencil case. Okay, another one, this one is a recycle. Okay, you need to modify. Okay, before that is one of the glass bottle. After that, you need to modify something, then let that can change another situation. So that means recycle, you need to do some work lah. You need to manufacturing first. After that, they produce another situation. So upcycle is straightforward to take the things, upgrade, become another object, and also produce another function. Okay, so make sure you know what means of upcycle, what means of recycle. Okay, we got some of the diagram, recycle vs the upcycle. Okay, this one is an example for recycle. Okay, one of the waste material, there's a bottle. Okay, after that, they need to sort and crush and melt. That means you need to do some process. After that, they make, using the same material, they produce another things, but quality should be the same lah. Okay, then you see the upcycle. Upcycle is a totally the changes. Convert the old discarded material, they go to cut. After that, the refraction again. Something is useful and beautiful, quality higher, produce. So you can see this one is a new products to produce, but they never using any processing for the manufacturing. They just design only. So this one is so one of the differences between the recycle and upcycle. So you see the recycle. Okay, we got one of the glass, then we got bottle, then we got bulb. Okay, they need process. Okay, process mean raw material. After that, they produce the waste. After that, from here, processing, produce end product. Okay, they produce a cup. Okay, so this one we call recycle. You see upcycle with straight combine. From the bar, from the glass star, from the material, they join, then become one of the new product. That means they never go through any process. Okay, so this one's what's different for recycle and upcycle. Think the upcycle they're using the creative idea. Okay, and the next one we got microplastic. Micro means smaller. Okay, in our food chain. How come the microplastic can go in our food chain? Okay, we go and introduce what's a microplastic first. Okay, microplastic is a plastic pieces that less than 5 mm. That means very small already, which can be become hazardous if they found inside our body of the aquatic organism. So that means that inside the body of the aquatic organism. After that, this one aquatic organism example is a crab, maybe the fish. This one that will go through our food map. Okay, now you see the food web. How come they will affected by this all thing? The sources of the microplastic, there's a plastic they waste from where? From the bottle, from the man-made texture. Then they got paint and also discarded electronic devices. Okay, after that we see how come they go in our food web. Okay, microplastic they will take by the plankton. Okay, maybe they dissolve in the water. Okay, the lava and the fish they also take it as a food. So finally they will rotate until to the human being to take the fish. Or you can say some marine of the mammal. They also take this one as a food. So finally they will including our food web. Okay, so this one is an effect for the microplastic. They will in our human being. Okay, this one's an example. The object they will produce some of the microplastic. They're from the products, plastic products, clothing fiber, the nodes, and also the personal hygiene products. They also got some of the plastic. So when they just produce a small pieces less than 5 mm, because that's very small, then finally they will go through in the river and in the ocean. Then this one they will take by what? The aquatic organism. So finally, they also go through our human being body. Okay, so that means that one is the last part for the 3.1, the recycle. Okay, we're talking about the life cycle. Okay, product of the life cycle. So I recall back what we learned. We learned about carbon footprint. Okay, after that we got 5 of the procedure how to solve the carbon footprint by using the carbon handprint. Okay, after that we learn about the upcycle and also recycle. Okay, then we still got cladder to cladder and cladder to glass. And the last one we learn about the microplastic. Okay, so this one is about the 3.1. So hopefully you understand about the 3.1, just only the short of the topics. Okay, if you like my channel, you just go to subscribe my channel. And also if you cannot search, you just search my name. Okay, that means in the YouTube, so you can find my all my video in my channel, that including the physics lessons and also including the form 4 and form 5 science lesson. So hopefully you can share with your friends, okay, if they need it. Okay, just thank you for your watching. So our lesson will continue to the next one. There should be the 3.2 environmental pollution. Okay, so from here I just can say thank you and also bye bye to you all. Okay, bye.